We also got another post by Riddler Coup, and this one was a little bit more traditional of a post, right? Very obviously meant to tease at something. So Riddler Coup on July 3rd posted a new riddle that shows off a hint, right, for a new Mega Evolution for ZA that might be revealed in the July 22nd Pokemon Presents. That was his whole post, and this is the image that accompanied it right here. I'll describe it for listeners just to kind of set us up before we start breaking it down, because I know Soul's got a lot of analysis for this. But we got Professor Oak's lab in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. You got the 3 starters. The Pokedexes are up there, and it's you, the protagonist, talking to your rival. And the rival's name in this is Green. And he just says "Yo, Green, yo." That's just like text from the game. You also have a screenshot from, I think it's either the anime or the movie, where Giovanni.
It's the movie.
Is it the movie? I know there's a couple anime episodes with the Mewtwo, but it's Giovanni with a Persian in a lab looking at this Mewtwo that's got all the armor on it. It's like wired up to the technology, to the computers. And then you got, Soul, help me out here, a Digimon that looks like it's got 6 wings. It's got and I think I know what this is. It's got describe this Digimon. It's a man. It's literally a man.
It's an angel. It's an angel.
What is this, Angelmon?
It's Angemon, but because the way they make them, they don't put. Sometimes they do. They make the names like so obvious, or it's just Angelmon, but they wanted to be a little less obvious, and they took the L away.
So it's an angel. It's Angemon, and it looks like. I just said not what you just said. So okay.
No, you did. You said it right.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's an angel with 6 wings, which there are angels with 6 wings out there in the universe. I don't know. So
what's the breakdown? Yeah, so we got these 3 images. Where are we starting with this? If we got to break this down, Soul, where are we starting with this?
Question. I mean, it's very interesting in general because there's just a lot of questions more than answers. The Angemon could be related to Dragonite, is what most people are thinking.
Yeah, that's where my brain went.
Yeah, because we've heard from the leaked descriptions of the megas that Mega Dragonite has like more wings on its body.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't remember exactly the description, but it said something like that, right? So that's like instantly you're like, okay, that guy's got wings. What other megas have wings like that? Yeah, a lot of people were saying Clefable as well, but I don't know.
Clefable's supposed to get a flying.
Sure, because it's like an angel too. Really, like it's a pig.
Yeah, no, I see that. It's a fairy type.
Some people were saying Starmie as well, but I was like, I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing the connection other than like going Gym 1. I think though you can tie this to the other things too, because you have, of course, the picture of Giovanni with Mewtwo. That is, the first Pokemon movie, and one like kind of iconic things from that movie was the Courier Dragonite, and then the green, you could say maybe that's a tease at like the shiny, because Dragonite's shiny is green.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so
see, Lumi's breaking it down well. There you go.
well, here's the question, because my brain thought each one of these there's 3 images in this collage. My brain said this is 3 different Pokemon, but Lumi's suggesting that these 3
it's all a hint to one
are the hint for a single Pokemon that's going to be revealed.
Because I think,
do you have
the actual tweet that because I think he said new Mega, which that's if you want to read into it singular. Now English isn't his first language, so maybe it's not, maybe he meant new megas, I don't know, maybe forgot to put this new mega. See, that's like a singular reference.
Yeah.
It's really why this is so huge, actually, is because he says soon, this new mega. So it's like, this is a leak for the presents in my mind. And it is one new mega.
I think so.
So it's like, the first thing I said was like, if it's one new mega, like, is that all we're going to get shown? Or is that all just that he knows? You know what I mean? Because I will be so upset if it's just one new mega. But that's like where my mind went. After that, I also agree with you, Dusty. These feel like 3 separate things. But at the same time, they also all connect. So it's like, we don't really know. Like, the green one could be green because of Zygarde, too. Like, it's Legends EA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Legends EA, then the first movie, like Lumi said, and then Angemon, which is kind of like
Sure.
Dragonite, apparently.
Also, I do have, just to read it because we kind of mentioned it, the description that was given for Mega Dragonite that's come from Pokios. Mega Dragonite features 2 large angelic wings, so you see a specific reference, angelic wings, which kind of ties into the Angemon a bit more, emerging from its head, replacing its original antennae. There's a blue orb positioned near the tip of its tail, additional angel-like wings positioned above the arms, and a pair of extra angel wings attached to its heels, reminiscent of the Hermes boots. And that's the description. So, that's
wings.
also 6 wings. 6 wings,
6 wings.
Which, like, real, guys.
So,
Lippy's happy about
if this, so I'm wondering now if this. I always hate to do this, but like the first thing that comes to mind is Dragonite, right? Because of the 6 wings. But I also wonder if Ku is also not totally sure and trying to misdirect in case Dragonite isn't revealed, because that happens sometimes.
I mean, not only that,
and then I'm like,
he has a habit of intentionally setting up a riddle so that he wants you to think this way when he's actually going this way with it. Like he did that a lot with the Scarlet and Violet riddles that he had leading up to it.
So like, I'm trying to think of like how else can we interpret this, because I'm also kind of looking at this and like the Mewtwo, it's, I don't know, like on the surface it's purple, it's got all these different things sticking off of itself. I don't know, it's wearing something. You could say it's Scrafty, you could say it's Dragalge, like I don't know, like Electros. Electros makes no sense to us. We don't know what that's going to look like. Could this be Electros? I have no idea.
Also, I mean, we didn't mention that there's like the hypno pendants in that image, and like, why are they there? Like,
oh my god, yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't even see those.
The pendants are in the image right there. Those are not part of the image.
There's there's like a hypnose.
I didn't even notice those until you said something.
I didn't notice them either.
That's interesting.
So is that just a misdirect?
Yeah, I will say this also. We have to be fair with Ku and Centro. I'm not saying that they're on the same level, but Ku last year, all year, was like, this is coming in a trailer, and the trailers never came, and the info from those trailers that he was talking about never happened. So
this is starters also before the end of the year. We didn't get starters for Pokemon Day.
We never got the starters. So there's things like that, and so it's possible that he does get information, because I trust him personally, but that his track record is not helping his case. Yeah. So for people that are skeptical, I definitely can sympathize. So it could be that none of this ends up happening, or that this is information that he has that won't end up being shown, but is still real information. Either way, I just want to put that out there and make sure that people know that, who knows what this actually is. It could be information that he heard and that we won't even get an answer for. But to me, like we were saying, I think these might be 3 separate Pokemon. I know that he said one. He said one, but maybe just one of them is the one getting revealed. You know what I mean?
Sure.
If that's the case, I would say the Mewtwo image could be a really good Malamar hint, just because you've got the Hypno Pendulums. Malamar's known to like be able to hypnotize and mind control. It also, you've got like the armor on Mewtwo, right? That makes me think of how like Xerosic was controlling Emma with this armor, and that's now her ace is Malamar. Yeah. And that was Xerosic's ace. That was past her. So that could really work into it, I think.
Sure. What megas do you think? I know we talked about this a little bit, but have you thought any further about like what megas could be, revealed during the Pokemon Presents?
Well, I think you should, if we look back at this image as well, if it's one of these, if there are 3 different Pokemon, I also want to say that the Angemon could be Clefable as well, just because Clefable also has like 3 prongs on its wings.
Yeah.
If you look at Clefable, it has 2 wings, but it has 3 like points on each one. It's very similar.
I can see Skarmory as well.
Oh damn.
Yeah, possibly.
The armor with Mewtwo, and then his wings kind of have separate points almost. It's almost like he has multiple wings, and then
Mm-hmm.
the green, that could maybe be a reference to the shiny, you know, if we're making that same argument for Dragonite, which I think that would work for Clefable too. I think it has green on it and it's shiny.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. It does.
That's so
Okay.
sick. We're getting new Clefable art. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, but you see how Clefable's wings look? They look just almost like that.
We're getting a
Like,
new
to me.
Clefable form. That's like insane to me. Like that's.
I hope it's cool.
I'm actually really excited about this one. Like,
I mean, it's
that's
gonna be
pretty neat.
cute no matter what, right? It's gonna be cute
Right.
because
that's good.
we need some cute stuff.
We
too,
need some
but,
cute stuff. I like the cute stuff.
But then it leaves me with what the green part is at the top. So if these are all separate, then what is green?
I think the shiny Dragonite, that does make sense.
You do have the starters there.
Yeah.
That's the starters on the table.
Oh, that's a good one. I was thinking like
starters.
yeah, I was thinking like why is
but
it
why
cut
is-
off?
Yeah, but what? No, like the room is green, but also why is, and you could just say it's the default name. Green is the default name of the rival, but you know, that could be anything. That could.
It also could all be like a misdirect, right? It's green, like the imagery is green, the character's name is green, so like he's like wanting you to think, you know, because Ku does this with his riddles. He wants you to think green. Well, what does green mean? But the obvious thing is like the starters are sitting on the table.
Yeah.
That's true.
To be clear, I don't think it would be the
Zygarde.
ZA starters. I would think it'd be the
Kalos starters.
Kalos starters.
Which
I
is
mean,
definitely
maybe it is the Z. Imagine, dude. Imagine if this trailer they freaking revealed the ZA.
I think because he
starters.
says
That'd be
that it's
insane.
one mega, I
Yeah.
think they wouldn't do the three.
Right.
Important to say, yeah,
but-
we didn't even say this. So like, yeah, Ku did say in his post, soon this new mega. But then he said, I love the kissy face. When Ku launches off a kissy face, I'm a supporter.
Dusty feels it. Dusty
Yeah.
feels
funny.
it. He feels love.
A new app. Wink.
Like,
Anyway,
it's just, like, yeah,
you
like,
know, maybe it's Zygarde, maybe it's another. What other green Pokemon are getting megas?
I mean, you know, obviously, like I said, the stars. Victory Bell.
Victory Bell. Victory Bell is a good. I mean, green.
Victory Bell is big.
Halucha, I believe, is classified as green in the Pokedex.
I mean,
Even though it's
I was gonna say
not
Grandpa.
really.
I was gonna say Grandpa, but Drampa.
Grandpa.
Frisco.
My grandpa. My grandpa's not green.
Frisco in the chat says, "What if it's the Gen 10 starters?"
That's intense.
I don't
you
think it is
imagine?
because it literally says this new mega. But
Yeah, if he hadn't said
Right.
mega, then I would be like,
Right.
maybe.
yeah,
Maybe,
let's,
you
but
know.
let's entertain it. But
yeah,
fun idea. Fun idea.
I did just look it up. Halucha, while, you know, I don't necessarily look at him and think green, his Pokedex color is green.
yeah, he's
Like, that is what he's classified as
Halucha?
in the Pokedex. Yeah.
He's got some green. He's got some big
He's
green.
he's got green on his face, and then he's got the green under feathers.
Mhm.
But I mean, you know, I definitely don't look at him and think green immediately. And then, of course, Zygarde, Drampa, Chestnut, Victory Bell, Meganium, and that's really it.
That's a lot of them though, just to like go off of green. So there's probably more in that image that we're not seeing, unless it's just Zygarde. Which, if you put like 3 random megas here and like choose one of these to be revealed in the presents, then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, which one? Malamar or Dragonite? It's not going to be Zygarde. I mean, maybe it would be Zygarde.
We got some.
Also, too, some of them, while the Pokemon might not be green, it might get green when it Mega Evolves. You know, so it's like, it's kind of like a hint to what the Mega looks like, right? Because if Angemon is a hint to getting multiple wings or whatever,
yeah.
then
True.